Finally, Kishimoto has finally gotten the pacing right. You know, for the last few chapters, I felt like Kishi had been speeding through the pacing far too much. But with this chapter, the pacing was solid in my own opinion, so kudos there. Okay, to start things off, why did none of us see this coming? It seems so obvious now. Madara had offered the option for Hashirama to kill himself because he knew how painful it would be to kill your own brother, and he never really intended on Hashirama dying. It was more of a test of his will or quote-unquote guts. And man, did Hashirama step to the plate and beyond on this. I mean, truly setting his own life on the line for his envisions of peace, as well as his friendship with Madara. I mean, that's on par with some Itachi kindness shit, man. Yeah. Hey, Madara, you must be pretty tired because you've been running through my dreams. Good old Hashirama Madara bromance going on. And wouldn't it be cool if this was some foreshadowing for the future? Like Naruto does something like this or something similar for Sasuke, and Sasuke kind of sees it and links the dots and's like, holy shit, we are the living incarnations of Madara and Hashirama pretty much. You're a true friend, Naruto. I am sorry for being a massive cunt. Yeah, like that would ever happen. But still, it's nice to imagine. And bam bam, the village is formed. Hashirama and Madara are back to their friendly selves. Hashirama goes as far as to suggest Madara as the first Hokage, which I reckon would have been great, although ultimately I do believe Hashirama chose it because he thought the village would be really good for Madara, as well as keeping him around, as opposed to Hashirama would have been better for the village. As in, the village would have done good things for Madara as a person. Not that Madara wouldn't have done great things for the village, I just think Hashirama would have been better. Anyway, Hokage translates as ... a shadow of a woman with shitty morals. Just kidding. Man, I love that part with Hashirama joking around about how scary Madara's face would look on the cliff. Good shit. But of course, all nice things eventually have to come to an end. This one ends, however, with a certain white-haired fuck, otherwise known as Tobirama. Honestly, it's nice to know that the hidden leaf isn't entirely formed on rainbows and happiness, that it has a certain dark past to it. But man, Tobirama, runs his mouth so hard, and poor Madara hears it, and his little heart is broken. I bet that Tobirama is also responsible for Danzo's fucked up ways as well. You know, I'm gonna go to the toilet after this and be like, oh, I just made a mess of Tobirama. Or I'm just gonna go through town and like stub my toe and be like, oh, god damn it, Tobirama, you ruined everything. Oh, he's just a ill prejudice that led the world to near destruction because of his ways. I mean, he's responsible for damn near everything, even if it wasn't, you know, what he envisioned or what he wanted, but he is responsible nonetheless. And honestly, after Hashirama finishes his story, I want Sasuke to stand up calmly and just pimp slap Tobirama, or like just Chidori him through the chest or something. And so Madara addresses the fact that Tobirama is going to become the second Hokage, and that he's going to kill off damn near every one of the Uchiha. And we also get to learn about, you know, the Uchiha tablet and what it says, which is cool. But yeah, Madara says that none of the Uchiha will listen to him, and he's being misunderstood in his intentions, which I totally understand. And then Madara goes batshit crazy and says he's going to pursue his real dream goal, and well, yeah. And all in all, I give this chapter a 9 out of 10. It was really good in the storytelling aspects, and it was quite a turnaround in the direction that it was going, which is good. Still, I wish that it explained how Izuna and Madara got their damn MS, but hey. And in all honesty, I feel like Naruto, the series at this point, is more like a moral lesson on how we should treat others. I mean, Madara was being blamed and ostracized from all angles, and I feel like him and Naruto could really understand each other's pain. Well, if Madara wasn't crazy. And because why? He fought for his people, he loved his brother, he got gifted his brother's eyes, and he had cool eyes. People took that and basically switched it around, sort of like the media does. They're like, he's a warmonger, he stole his brother's eyes. His eyes are filled with hatred. Well, fucking A, they're filled with hatred after putting up with this for so long. You know how there's hardly any Senju left? Well, we haven't seen any, or much. Maybe Madara, afterwards at this point, killed a whole bunch of them. Like, we're talking like 90-95% of the Senju. Maybe to obtain higher powers, like the Rinnegan, maybe? Maybe the tablet sort of slightly hinted that to him. It's like the formation of the yin and yang coming back together. He wants to become that god, maybe? I don't know. And that would explain why we don't see many Senju in the current age. And maybe that would be enough karma/justice for Sasuke to be like, oh, okay, well, the Senju suffered just as much as the Uchihas, so I can't really hate on them. And you know, I'm really wondering what Sasuke's going to take out of this story. I've said this before, but I really want Sasuke to, you know, get some big grips on it. You know, like an adult, he kind of takes it in and from that makes his decision, which I'm looking forward to hearing about. I would also love to see Sasuke even just think of Naruto. Like, you know, Sasuke's always acted like Naruto's dead to him. But the fact is, I feel like that's kind of, he's just fighting that within him, and maybe he still likes Naruto in some way, like just like Madara did with Hashirama there. And you know, maybe that sparks some feelings towards Naruto that we'll see, even if he does quickly snuff them out of himself pretty fast. And that would be cool also to see a conversation between Minato and Sasuke. You know, maybe Sasuke says something and then Minato's like, hey, that's my son, woohoo! Well, anyway, I feel like I had more to say, but I can't think of it right now. So on that note, I think I'll end it. I hope you guys enjoyed the chapter. Feel free to comment, like, dislike, depending on what you thought of the chapter. Subscribe, if you want to, of course. You don't have to. That'd be awesome, and I hope you guys have an awesome week. Peace! Quick question that I'm going to pose to you guys. I was talking about this with a mate of mine in my university class, and if you could choose any of the eyes that exist, or eye sets that exist within Naruto, which person's eyes would you take? And keep in mind, you can only use what we've seen them do. So even though we know Madara can use all of the paths of the Rinnegan, we could only use what we've seen him do, which is the chakra absorption, if I'm correct, for the Rinnegan anyway. For me personally, I gave it a lot of thought, and I really wanted to choose Shisui, just because of that special ability of just ultimate control illusion would be really fun. But ultimately, I felt like the utility in it was pretty bad, and so I opted for Sasuke's EMS, because, you know, that way you get like the best of both worlds with Genjutsu and Susanoo and Atemasuru. Be pretty cool. Anyway, post what you would choose, and yeah, bye again.